So I did an Apex upload long ago, and it was about Watson's fun factor. Now at the time that I did that video, Watson was performing extremely weak. She was one of my favorite legends, and I was talking essentially about what was her fun factor going to be to kind of just catapult her back into the Apex Legends games, being not even a top pick, but somewhat of a good top pick, and not just looking at another defensive legend as another weak pick. With these legends in this game, it's all about what makes them unique and how they even pair well with other legends in the game. Guys, it's been over 2.5 years, almost 3, since my girl Lifeline has lost her revive shield. That was her fun factor. It was back in season 9, and at the time, Respawn Entertainment, the reason for doing so, I actually love the way that this was said, but I hate it. As the game's only comeback medic, Lifeline can make or break a team's chances of victory. Unfortunately, she seems to be making more than she's breaking, and as a result, Respawn will be dishing out a massive debuff to her next season. That was back in 21. In season 9, that buff rolled out a few weeks later as promised, and I promise you since then, if not a little longer, Lifeline has no longer had a fun factor. She has no longer been that legend that was fun to play. She was more of being seen as a risk rather than the OG goated support legend she's always been. But y'all know I did not come to just deliver all bad news. That has changed. Y'all probably heard the rumblings. You guys have probably been keeping up with ALGS, but the new Lifeline meta is here, and I'm not only going to be talking about that in today's video, but I'm also going to be talking about what is Lifeline's fun fact, because it has finally arrived here in season 20. I mean, if you are an OG Lifeline fan like I am, she is my #1 main, you would know exactly why Apex Legends game is on and popping from here on in season 20. I'm your boy, the Concise King, keeping it short, sweet, and concise. Now let's talk about what is Lifeline's fun factor in Apex Legends season 20. It seems like a light actually does shine at the end of the tunnel with the new Apex Legends Season 20 Breakout Legend Upgrade System, y'all. Y'all know it. We love it now. It gives us as players the option to not only upgrade our Legends Evo shields, but at the same time, we get to upgrade our Legends abilities, aka to different tiers of perks, the more we upgrade our Evo shield. Now, players have to go around completing class actions, aka if you're a support legend, opening up a supply bin, or scanning for the next circle, or checking for nearby enemies as a recon legend using the beacon. All of these actions go towards your Evo points and even towards your Legends abilities. And speaking of those things, let's talk about what that first level up to an Evo blue shield for Lifeline will look like. Now, when it comes to a support legend like Lifeline, a Victor Newcastle, hell, even a Mirage, I think those legends shine the best when they are able to keep their team up on their feet. They have a lot of reviving opportunities, and when it comes to Lifeline, POV here, you just upgrade it to a level 2 blue Evo shield, and you have two options, aka one of the two fun factors when it comes to Lifeline in season 20. Again, she's all things new, ladies and gentlemen. Option 1 would be the rapid response. That is to revive your teammates, which means you get your teams back up on their feet by just 20% increasing in speed, just 1 second quicker from the total 5 seconds. Or you have option 2 here, which is the tactical cooldown, her drone of compassion, which actually heals Lifeline and her teammates. You can now get that baby back every 35 seconds instead of the original every 45 seconds. Again, if you're anybody like me who knows where this particular support legend might shine the most, it's about keeping your team up on their feet. I like to opt for that revive rapid response time. And just like that, we have here our first fun factor live in 2024, ladies and gentlemen. Let me get some claps for Lifeline here. Is this a revive shield technically in front of you, protecting you? No, but what you need to know is that this is another major opportunity gifted back to the Lifeline community. We thought maybe we would go back to the time of a little protection while you're reviving your teammates, but you know what? I'll take the faster revive time. If Gibby can do it in his dome of protection, lessening his original revive time, I think it's only fair Lifeline now has that perk of being able to revive her team just a little faster while she's holding it down.
Got your back. Enemy kill.
They look small.
On your feet. Lifelines. Got your back. Enemy
And now for those of you who might want to go for the tactical cooldown, I feel like the tactical cooldown works in 2 ways. I feel it's more of a solo option. Maybe when you're doing a duos game, or you kind of just want to have that free world, show your skill off to just roam around in a duos lobby. Or if you're playing with a skilled team, if you have skilled players on your team where maybe you're not anticipating them to go down a lot throughout the match, but maybe they could just use some extra health every now and again. That's when I feel like the tactical cooldown perk could be best used. Apex Legends, you never know, it's very situational. So we got that first fun factor down, and I gotta say, it's gonna go to the rapid response. Let's upgrade. Next, POV, you upgrade to a level 3 Evo shield, and you are facing 2 options here. You can either do the last stand, where Lifeline will gain a self-revive, throwing it back to a gold knockdown shield, but a throwback gold knockdown shield, if you know what I'm talking about. Or you can weigh that option of getting your wrapped gift delivered to you. You guys see what I did there? You can have a supply drop, where the next Lifeline care package is a supply drop, and yes, we're talking about a red gun, that beautiful Ava 8 delivered right to your doorstep. Have you guys used that this season? I mean, that gun is amazing. You have that or any other red tier weapon that could pop up in that supply drop. 2 very strong choices here, but I have to go back to what is Lifeline's fun factor in Apex Legends Season 20. What's reviving her right now? No pun intended, but that was actually pretty good. And I think a lot of players this season are probably looking to opt for that last stand, that self-revive. Again, I think Lifeline's fun factor, and if we're thinking about what she used to be, it goes back to how long can she survive, how long can her team survive, and how much of a helping hand, if not a powerful hand in this case, can she be, especially if you're a good Lifeline who can hold it down, who has great maneuver abilities. If you can be the last man standing just when the enemy thinks you are finished, she has a last stand that's going to allow herself to get right back in the game. This is the loop that has the community saying Lifeline meta is back. Now, if we wanted to explore gift wrap, this is a great perk for a team build. Say if you again are playing with a much stronger team, you're playing with a team that has comms, and maybe you got that one goated player who's amazing with a freaking Kraber. Of course, you want to get that supply drop going and try to loot your team up. But if we're going back to that major fun factor of what's revitalizing Lifeline right now, any skilled player, no matter the beginner, pro, advanced, whatever, I can just see players opting for that last stand perk. Over the course of Lifeline being a weak / unplayable legend, they have done little buffs and giving her little updates that kind of did add to her. Things like reducing how long it takes for her Lifeline care package to drop, updating the actual quality of life inside of the care package. They've also increased just a little bit how much health each player gets as they are using the Drone of Compassion. They've updated her to reviving multiple players at times. Now guys, if you just filter all of these little mechanisms into having a 1 second faster revive, pairing a gold knockdown shield with a 1 second less revive time, all the way up to a level 3 perk where she can then stand alone and have a self revive, pairing that with a gold knockdown shield. Peeps, I need you guys to know Apex Legends is now in a new state. It is in a much better state. I think the days of upgrading Legends, of course, we're going to see updates on Legends each season, duh. Nothing is final as we see it now. But the days of trying to make one Legend stronger than the other, it's over now. We have a perk system, we have Legend upgrades, and now, if anything, the power is more in the player's hands. What are you going to choose as you continue to upgrade your Evo Shield, as you continue to perform these class actions? Are you going to choose perks and upgrades that are better for your squad to survive and win the Apex games? It's all in your hands, and check me out guys, it doesn't stop there. It's your boy the Concise King. I'll be back. I want to get through all of these legends, take it back to my old Apex Legends guide days, to talking about each of these legends and their perks and where they are headed in the future, because I think Apex and Respawn, they hit the mark on this one. So let me know how you guys feel about today's video. Let me know if you guys think Lifeline is in a better state, if she is a much stronger legend. Is she going to be even much of a difference? Is she a problem now? Word on the street is Caustic has got Apex Legends Season 20. But holla at me in the comments below. Tap that subscribe button if you want more Apex Legends content like this, short, sweet, and concise by your boy. We are on the journey to 1K subscribers, and I would love to have you. Until then, thank y'all for tapping in. Thank y'all for tuning in. Peace.
You are the Apex
I can feel the world get farther. Every year the stars get darker. Running out of time.